Welcome back to
the International Brendan Fraser Film Festival of
North Carolina.
Yes.
This is Dizzy.
This is Whitney. We are the Bembridge Scholars.
It's a very small,
They're just a really small group of us doing this. We are showing great self-restraint. We're not watching anything out of order. Like,
No.
as much as I want to watch The Mummy,
As much as she always wants to watch The Mummy,
I'm not going to watch it until we get there, which is going to be April.
but
The Mrs. Winterbourne countdown is on. Not 5, not 4,
but 3
weeks.
I need some Ricky Lake. I don't think I've seen it in about 15 years, so I don't know if my memories of it are going to match up with the true reality of Mrs. Winterbourne.
But today we've got The Passion of Darkly Noon from 1995, and he plays Darkly Noon.
So can we just talk about how amazing this title is? The Passion of Darkly Noon.
I mean, obviously, this sounds passionate.
There's such opposition in that name.
Like, I'm kind of thinking he's either going to be a bit of a tormented character or just like really in his feelings.
Do we think this is going to be a romance, or do you think he's going to be passionate about his ideals or his life philosophy or something?
I think it's too obvious for it to be a romantic film.
Yeah, I think I do too. It's like the Passion of the Christ.
Yes. I mean, he is on my
Unless
Christmas
he's on
tree
a
right
tree
now.
Or on the North
As
Star.
Christ. I mean, we are still filming this in December. Like, it's not Christmas yet. So, in my world right now, he is still Christ. I mean, maybe he always will be. We are watching this on Amazon for free. I love not paying for movies.
It's really nice.
What do you think his passion is for?
I'm sort of hoping that maybe he's a vampire.
God.
Whatever this is, I think he's going to be a tortured soul.
If not tortured, just very serious. Okay, I think that's it.
I think we're ready to watch.
All right, The Passion of Darkly Noon. Oh boy, that was
Uncomfortable.
I don't know if I could have even predicted anything remotely close to what this was actually about.
You're telling me that you couldn't have predicted a shoe floating on water? I legitimately thought Old Mother Hubbard was going to come out. Listen, there was
Oh
a
my
lot of red
God.
paint. There was a lot of barbed wire. There was a
was
lot of
blood.
blood, knives, guns, dogs, barbed wire, birds.
Repressed sexuality. There's a lot to talk about here.
Also, we got circus people and an elephant.
Yeah. This movie had Viggo Mortensen, whom I love. Viggo didn't appear until maybe like 20 minutes to half an hour after the movie started, and by that point already I was like just only in it for Viggo. And then he appeared and he doesn't talk.
Didn't have any lines because he actually cannot talk. His
No.
character. I loved his hair.
I love his work, his hair, his face, his teeth, the dimple on his chin. We might have to do a Viggo Mortensen series.
Well, also there's Ashley Judd, who was
As a blonde.
I really
Such a
like her
babe.
as a blonde. She's
And
gorgeous.
she had armpit hair.
Yeah, she did.
Absolutely loved it. Also, that's not something you would really see in a film in the 90s. That's still not really something you'd see now,
it was kind of
honestly.
random.
Yeah,
but I thought it was
loved
cool.
it. So it's about this guy named Darkly Noon, played by Brendan, and the very first scene, he's just running through the forest. He's very distraught. He passes out in the street, and someone comes along and rescues him and takes him back to Ashley Judd's house.
And then Ashley Judd kind of cares for him. He was in a religious cult,
His parents were cult leaders.
and he's just sort of gotten out of it because his parents have just been shot, and it just
By
happened
the
recently.
police or something? Yeah.
Somehow he got away, and so now he's with Ashley Judd, and he's really attracted to her.
There's a whole lot of guilt attached to any kind of sexually related feeling or behavior, and
he thinks it's very sinful.
And in turn, that kind of turns him into a bit of a creep, you know? Like, he's spying on her. He is masturbating while spying on her. One thing about his performance, though, is that he had a stutter. I think that just added another layer to the suppression. I'm not sure if that was his choice or if that was written in the script. I'm not sure. I think overall, this film was really trying to be a film. You know, like they were trying really hard with the music. And
especially at the end, like the last, 5 or 10 minutes.
Although I will say, like, that was the liveliest part of his performance. Emotional depth. It was all very suppressed.
Except for the end.
I wouldn't even say that was, like, depth. I would say that was a breaking point. Like, he was gone. He just turned into someone else. The last couple films we've watched, I feel like he's trying new stuff and wanting to do something beyond the comedies, which I applaud. You're not going to have all hits. This one might have been a bit of a miss for me.
The stuttering.
Is that emotional stuttering?
He did not stutter when he had the vision with his parents.
Well, and there was no stuttering when he was, like, trying to kill people. He said something that I laughed at, and now I can't remember what it was.
Oh, he did say something.
And at that point, I was like, oh, God.
Yeah, I did. All right, well, I'm cool with a 1.
Let's do a 1.
Man count, there was 1.
Huh?
Yes.
The old lady in the Airstream trailer.
I think it was to her. Comedic performance.
I did laugh.
At that cheesy line, whatever it was.
1 for comedic performance.
Unintentional comedy. Best actor in a dramatic role. Was it a great role? No.
I did not love his performance. And this is the first one, honestly. Like, well, no. I didn't love his performance in Airheads. But here's the thing.
But
in Airheads, he wasn't trying to be a dramatic actor. It felt, dare I say, cheesy. For instance, the part where he is being a peeping Tom and masturbating, I was laughing. I was like cringing, but also I was laughing. I'm not laughing at masturbation, but I am laughing at the way that he portrayed masturbating. I'm gonna recreate this for you. Just bear with me here. So he's in the barn. He's peering through 2 wooden slats. This is what he's doing. That's funny. I'm okay giving him a 2.
Okay, well, I'd be fine with a 2. Where's my marker? Where's my marker?
He was running quite a bit through the forest in the very beginning. He was wielding this, like, really big chiseler thing. Bless you. He was swinging it around.
Now the chiseler thing. Yeah. It looked heavy.
It looked really heavy and really sharp.
Yeah. The most opportunity that he had to display those sorts of qualities was in the murder scene, which I didn't watch. So I think you just have to score it.
I think a 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hair.
I really didn't have any feelings about his hair either.
Actually, I didn't either. It was kind of unremarkable.
Yeah. 2.5.
And talents. All right, so stuttering. He needs a point somewhere for that.
Okay. 0.
0. Temperature. The morning after they find him and they take him into the house and everything, and we see him wake up and he's kind of confused, and we see him from the back, the covers drop, and then he stands up and he
like bends over and stands up.
We see and
some stuff,
and I said,
he did look great.
He looked really good there.
Yeah. Okay, well, and here's another thing. Brendan is standing in the garden, and he's picking a bouquet of daisies, and the lighting is beautiful. He looks happy. Also, I did notice the more he, like, deteriorates and slips into
the darkly part.
Yeah. The more attractive I found him, actually, because in the very beginning, he was very clean cut. His hair, his clothes, like everything was very polished. The darklier that he gets, the more disheveled he becomes. And I did find him more attractive as the film wore on. Not by miles, but
well, there was one part. Now, this is kind of weird because he's in this cave.
Was it the close-up of the nipple?
No.
Okay.
He's in the cave preparing for the murder, and he's painting himself in red paint, and he's just like putting it on. But then you see his face, and it's like all red with the eyeshadow makeup. And for a second, I was like,
really?
That's not like my look that I would go for. But he looked pretty good.
So when he was doing that, I was thinking, is he dressing up as like the devil? And then when he was trying to kill Ashley Judd, he did this really like creepy smile, and his teeth, they were like glowing.
Okay, well I didn't.
Oh well, yeah, you weren't watching.
Wasn't looking.
You weren't watching that part.
I'm in agreement.
Yeah, he does try to murder people, and we need to keep that in mind.
He's a scary guy. Dancing. There was no dancing.
No, that could have turned this whole thing around.
Oh my god. Costumes. Unremarkable.
You liked the devil costume the most.
I liked the red paint the most. I preferred that to his clothes, I think.
0.
I think I'm grasping at straws if some red paint is my favorite costume.
You mean body paint and a birthday suit don't count? And notes.
I think his name actually should have been Darkly Midnight. Give this one the boot. Give Darkly the boot. It says a lot.
It does. 13.5 for the final score. And let me just,
because I didn't
pull this back up. It's got 4 stars on Amazon. Look at his teeth.
Oh, this is the long scream.
Yeah.
Like, did he know they were going to use his scream for that long?
Maybe he really can scream this long.
Punishment. For the love of God. Precisely.
That was it.
Okay, that actually was kind of funny.
Yeah, see?
So he says,
I am the punishment.
For the love of God.
Precisely.
Okay, that actually was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was like my favorite part of the whole thing. Comparing this to Airheads, Younger and Younger, $20. Rate them in order of the movies that you would want to watch again. Completely. No hiding under the covers, no me narrating.
Okay. Younger and Younger, $20. Then Airheads.
I'm floored.
Maybe then this one. You tell me yours.
Younger and Younger, Airheads, this one again, and then $20. $20 is still just the worst for me. I hate that movie. Next week, I'm excited. Not because I know what it is, but like, I feel like the movies are really going to start to get better.
Well, that's what I thought. And then we watched this one.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Son-in-law.
Oh!
Yeah. All right, well, I think that's it.
Thanks for watching.
Keep it scholarly. What's that nursery rhyme?
Old Mother Hubbard.
Sat in her cupboard. No.
Eating her curds and whey. Wait, which one is that? Little Bo Peep.
Mippity moppity.
Mippity moppity? Not
Weeks.
One, not two, just
but 3 weeks. We are finally going to get...
We should count it down.
Let's count it down. There was this drum music, and I thought, Phil Collins, is that you?
Not 1 week. It's worse. Not 2 weeks. It's a little worse than that. Little Miss Muppet.
Sat on her tuppet. This movie is free, so like you're not gonna lose any money over this. You might lose some time, but really, I think we're gaining a lot of valuable insight. My brain is just not quite with it after that movie.
It's a little mippity moppity.
It's very mippity moppity.